Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Season 4, Episode 5. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am Lady T. I like to do reviews on scripted reality shows, and also the reactions. If you're returning, you're one of my peoples, welcome back. So, we got one comment from last week's video, and it is from Queen Scarlet Pimp Sunkiss 5537. Hey, boo. I don't think it's just that Lisa didn't participate. I think it's the fact that Lisa had a whole meltdown over makeup that annoyed and triggered Monica. I was like, yeah, I see that too. It was like, girl, every time we turn it around, you getting upset about something. Now, granted, that whole losing a $60,000 ring, yeah, I could understand being upset about that. But not having to go barefaced and not put on any makeup, all you had to do was not make a scene and just came out just like you was. This is what I'm going to do. Just like you did, you didn't have to make a scene. But it does seem like maybe it's because Monica is more just front out and confronting people and just get things off her chest instead of going to other people and telling how she feels. She will come to you and tell you how she feels. Maybe that's what's just throwing me off, because I'm not used to that on these type of shows. It's always, I'm going to tell everybody else how I feel, and then it's eventually going to get back to that person. Then I'm going to have to tell them, no, she going to go straight to the source. I have a question. Would I be wrong if I said that Lisa was acting like a Karen? Now, hear me out. Meredith and Lisa, they meet up. They going to go get facials and tans. And Lisa tells Meredith that she has been banned from her normal tanning place because she demanded a tan 30 minutes before the place was going to be closing. Went so far as having a screaming match with the salon tan person. Y'all, I don't know what is up with these emojis popping on the screen. I don't know if I can just see them myself or is they popping up, but anyways. Yeah, screaming at said woman at the tanning salon. They had the corporate office had to call her and let her know, hey boo, we appreciate your service for the last 2 years, but what you're not gonna do is come up in our establishment and cut up several foods. I'm like, you really doing that? I don't clearly don't get a tan. So I'm going to assume it's going to take a minute for the tanning process to happen. And if they're about to close in 30 minutes, in my mind, they're already cleaning up. It's going to take more than 30 minutes to get a tan. We're going to already start cleaning up. So when 7, 8 o'clock gets here, we are locking up and going out the door. At 6:55, we have already, then everything is closed down and clean, and we are grabbing purses and we are grabbing jackets. And as soon as 7 or 8 o'clock, happens, or whatever time they close, they're walking out the door. They don't want somebody coming in demanding service. And I'm like, you was acting like a Karen. So, I know I had asked that question, but I was like, so that was you was out here doing. And then you thought it was funny and thought you should tell Meredith and the whole world that you was out here acting like a Karen? Okay. So, Whitney and Monica meet up. And I'm thinking that Whitney thought this conversation was going to go differently than what it was. Because Whitney shows up like, girl, I didn't think I want to get closer to you because of the way you was treating Angie on that trip. It's like, Angie K, that's your friend. But it seemed like he was sucking up to Meredith and Lisa and was throwing Angie to the side. And Monica was like, well, no, I'm sorry you feel that way. No, mind you, I'm paraphrasing. I'm sorry you feel that way, but whether I'm your friend or not, I'm going to be telling you when you were absolutely wrong. And I believe she was absolutely wrong with the way she came at Meredith. She was talking about this woman's business. You were a businesswoman, and she's a businesswoman. How would she feel if somebody was talking about her business like that? And Whitney just couldn't. She was like, well, I feel like you're getting defensive. She was like, well, I kind of am. It's like, girl, this is how I talk. And this is what, when I started the episode off, I don't think that the ladies are used to this kind of energy. And it's not in a bad way. They're used to you saying something to somebody. I'm like, oh no, I didn't mean it that way. It wasn't supposed to come off that way. She just like she told Whitney, she told Angie K when they had first got Palm Springs. Girl, you doing too much. Because what did Angie K do on that episode? She went and was talking to other people about how her feelings to Monica instead of coming to Monica. Monica's like, okay, my name is being brought up. Clearly, this is where I need to respond. Girl, I heard my name. And I'm going to tell you right now, you was doing too much. And she told me, and then when Monica met up with Whitney, I told her, and I'm going to tell you, she was doing too much. And I feel as a friend that I should be able to tell her that. It's like, now I'm not going to just sit around and just keep quiet about how I feel. If you acting up and you doing something stupid and you being rude and disrespectful, I'm going to tell you about this. And I don't think Whitney thought it was going to happen like that. I thought it was going to be one of like, oh girl, yeah, I did not mean it that way. I'm so sorry it came across that way. Like, she thought that Monica was going to be like bowing down to, or like not fess up to how she was feeling. But that don't seem like that how Monica is. But Whitney does warn Monica that Meredith, she like to collect information on people. So, like, I know you trying to be all close to her, but she will turn on you. And I'm like, be that as it may, but, like, let her get to know Meredith, and she'll find out for herself. It's seeming like Angie K and her husband are just roommates at this point. They've been together 27 years, and, like, they've been close, started businesses, made money, did all these things. But once their daughter was born, it was like they put all their love and teaching on the daughter and just stopped being husband and wife. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but it's seeming like, is 12 years old like a little bit too old to be getting tucked in? Maybe I don't have any kids, and I'm asking for the people who do have kids. Like, because her daughter, 12 years old, I thought at that time you can, like, hey, I'm going to bed, and, y'all was done playing, and daughter just went and brushed teeth, put her pajamas on, and went to bed. I didn't know that parents were still tucking their kids in at the age of 12 years old. Like, she was, like laying her hair out and all that other stuff. Daddy, he had already went upstairs and checked them to deuce with the dog. But I was like, maybe I'm reading too much into it. And I was like, that just seemed like it's a little too, old to be getting tucked in. I don't know. My nephews are, 14 and 16, and they ain't been tucked in since I don't know when. It used to be just go to bed and they went to bed. Sometimes you would tuck them, sometimes you wouldn't. But yeah, that just seemed like a little bit old to be getting tucked in. It's like you didn't forgot about being husband and wife. Y'all are just focusing on the child now, and it's like, it's just seeming like y'all roommates. And I don't know if that's, y'all, my husband just came through the door, so I was like seeing what was going on. But yeah, it's seeming like it's giving we just roommates right now who are married. Heather and her daughters go skiing. Now y'all, skiing looks like fun in theory, but I am not an outdoorsy type of person, and I don't like the cold like that for real. But it do look like fun. I just have some questions. Like, they out drinking hot chocolate out in the weathering confuses me, because Heather's daughter, they skiing, so of course there's snow, but she got her coat open and she got on like a half top. I'm like, those two things don't seem like they should be worn at the same time. But I'm like, nevertheless, what I was confused is why Heather thought it was a good idea. Oh, my hot chocolate is too hot, so I'm gonna go get a chunk of snow, and I'm a doggone it, hey, grab this chunk of snow and we're going to put this into our hot chocolate. Ma'am, that snow has been exposed to elements. We don't know if somebody been spit over here, a bird been boo-booed over here, somebody been stomping over here. We don't know. This is snow. Y'all been skiing. Why are we taking this snow, grabbing from ground, taking it to your daughters? Here, take this chunk of snow that I just picked up off the ground and put it in our cups with our cocos in it and drink. I was like, what is going on here? Why are we doing this? I was like, when I be getting scared and feeling some type of way, I don't know what it is. I gotta grab my shoulder. I'm like, what is going on over here, Heather? What are you doing? But besides that, her daughters have been having some issues at school, being shunned by the other people because of the book that Heather wrote, and plus Heather kind of sort of leaving the Mormon church. And this is what really irks my nerves and is like so confusing to me. The most judgmental people be the people who are always preaching about God and about being righteous and all these other things, but they be so judgmental. Her kids, if I'm not mistaken, are still in the Mormon church. Why are they getting shunned? And is it that they didn't, I'm pretty sure they didn't like what Heather was writing in the book, but his dog will bark. So, yeah, I think it's sad that, her daughters are being treated some type of way because of, like, what has been said about the Mormon church. And I have my opinions on that because, I don't know, I don't know what I was going through, but I had watched the documentary on the FLDS, I believe it was, the Fundamentalist Mormons, which, that's a whole different sect. But I was like, oh, they was really out here being wild. I was like, oh, snap, y'all was out here doing this. It was like Warren Jeff and like his 50 million wives and 11 children that he didn't have, and what was going on and what they was doing and how he's been in prison for well over 10 years and he still got people following him. Yeah. I was also watching a documentary about the Duggars. I know this ain't got nothing to do with what we was talking about, but I'm trying to make this video somewhat long, and how they faith is, it's like, wow, but they are the number one people judging everybody else. But look inside their doors and how messed up the things they had going on. But it's like, I felt bad for them, and it was like, Heather, she being mama bear, she gonna want to go to school and doggone to figure out why are these things happening to her children, and it's got to the point where like they want to tell her, but they don't want her to react, and it's like, I don't want you keeping everything that's going on in your life to yourself, because you are afraid that I'm going to react. It was a lot going on in that scene, but the main thing I got out of it, I felt sorry for her daughters, because like, y'all, I feel sorry about what her kids are going through. Lisa's going to throw what I'm going to call I'm rich, so I want to celebrate being rich party. And she and Monica get into it because Monica thinks Lisa is materialistic. And I'm like, yeah, she is materialistic. But like, I kind of, just a little bit, knocking my glasses off, see where Monica is coming from. Having money and liking nice things, yeah, I get that. But like always talking about it and bringing up what you got. And if I was out here like Lisa and having this money, I wouldn't be always talking about oh yes, look at my $60,000 ring. Look at my $15 million earrings. Yes, I'm wearing Donna Karan. I'm wearing Valentino. Look at these Gucci slides I got on. Yes, I got some doggone Louboutins. You just got to see what I got going and know, oh, she spent some good money on that. And I don't have to talk about it. And I think that's where Monica is coming from. It's like, yes, you got it, but you don't always have to talk about it. That's what's making it, like, I think that's what Monica's issue is. And I could be wrong. In the midst of this, Mary comes in. And Mary is just here to show up, not talk to anybody, but comment about what's going on. Because Mary really sat there and was looking down, if you will, on Monica and what she was eating. Like, you don't eat any vegetables? Ma'am, you was just eating McDonald's this last episode. Who you need to be talking about eating vegetables is Lisa, because Lisa lives off some Taco Bell and getting her a drink from the doggone corner store. And then she gonna comment on doggone it, Heather, why would you wear that necklace? I'm like, Mary, do you forget that season 1 you was in here wearing neon tights? And you were at this very moment wearing this skirt that looked like it's doggone finna fall off of you? Do you not see what you got going on and what you wearing, but you worrying about her? Mary, she still cracks me up. It's like, she's going to show up because, like, I want to get paid for showing up. And I'll talk to Meredith, but I'm going to comment on what you got going on. And I really don't want you to comment back. That scene was going on. Mary, was it Monica and Lisa? They was getting into it. Angie, she jumped in at some point, and yeah. Whitney has taken it upon herself that she doesn't like the way that Meredith is treating Angie, so she's going to put a stop to it. If you ask me, and I could be wrong because, I'm wrong a lot of the times, she got Monica, I don't want to say liquored up, but got her a little shot in her system so she could divulge some information to her. And she was like, yes, Meredith, she was saying how she got some information and she heard some rumors about Angie K. And she was like, do you know what it are? And Monica was like, no, do you? She's like, I've heard some rumors. She never said, or I don't remember this happening, she never said she heard the rumors from Meredith. She just said, I've heard there's rumors going around. And the rumor is that Angie K and her husband, their marriage is fake. And he is living a whole separate lifestyle. This is earth-shattering news to Whitney. Like, you would have thought that she was talking about Whitney and her husband. The way she was like, no, this can't be. I can't believe it. I won't believe it. No. She was like doing all those things. So now she got to go tell Angie K. Now, maybe I know I keep on saying maybe I'm reading too much into it, but it seems like Whitney she been plotting this whole season. I mean, I know we only on episode 5, but like, she was going around here causing chaos and havoc just about every episode. Because let's not forget, it was Whitney that was the one that brought Angie K on a trip that was not hers and caused a lot of the issues that happened on the trip. Now, because of under the guise of, I don't like the way that she is treating Angie K, so I am going to tell Angie K and get information from Monica about what Meredith said. I'm like, if Meredith has information on everybody, do you think you really want to poke the bear? Just asking some questions. Just want to know. But like, now, Angie K, she is upset. And it's not helping her case. I'm not saying that the rumors is true. I'm not even going to bring up the rumor. If y'all watched it, y'all watched it. It's not helping her case. See, this how she's talking about some, when, in my opinion, it look like they live in, like they just roommates. Not saying the rumor is true. The rumor was out there. And Monica never said that. Meredith herself said that. Now, maybe that was not said in this episode. They didn't show it. That was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, free $99. Make sure your notifications are on so my beautiful face with a video. You can click on, you can like and share it to your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. And tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.